Yo, 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 yo. I don't know how I get pulled into some of these conversations or whatever the case they may be, but by the way, I'm Terrell Hall of Fame, D-Line, tbkc, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful shit. Yeah, like I said, I don't understand how I get always pulled in, but I'll tell you like this, there have been many a post. I don't know what the origin of all these posts is, but I see more people talk about if your dog can't sell, or, I'm changing my program to what sells and this and that and the other. And I just tell you, it's one of the reasons why I'm very apprehensive about selling certain people my dogs, is because this is what they do. In 27 years. Whew. Yeah, in 27 beautiful years, and I think it's actually 28. But in 28 years of dealing with dogs, I've gotten great lessons, and however many years it is. I'm still trying to calculate how many freaking years has it been. But it's almost 30 years in dealing with dogs. Yeah, it's actually 29 years from the time I very, 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 very first started doing this thing. And it hasn't been a day when we do this thing that it's been any different from the messages from my old man Smitty, the game dog dude I used to tell y'all about, to old man Mr. Stroud, who was just a pet owner and was telling me about the maintenance of a dog and different things like that, all the way up through going to veterinary school and different things like that. The onus has never been on anything outside of the fact of let's make the dog healthy. Let's make the dog the right way. Let's do the right thing as far as the animal's life. So when people start talking to me about the market and I'm changing everything I'm doing because this is what sells and this and that and the other, I'm just being real with you that to me, that's not a dog man. That's a businessman and a person who's using the dogs as their business. It's not a dog man's logic, because once everything becomes for sale and sales are dictating the way that you run your program or what you're going to do in your program, then certain ethics go out the window. You're willing to breed the dogs a lot earlier. You're willing to breed the bloods that have issues, and I've seen a lot of talk about that lately, as to where people are talking about breeding dogs that have heart issues and this and this and that and the other, because it'll help, and going over, we're going to clean up and this. But really all it comes down to is that these people want to sell dogs. You know what I mean? I had a friend of mine who was recently going through some things, and it's the same thing. He was feeling some kind of way because people didn't want to buy his dogs. If you are really a dog man, you know what I mean, this is your art. You know what I mean? It's a lot of artists. That's why they call them starving artists, because they perform their art, and if someone happens to like it and buys it, that's cool, but that's not what I do it for. I don't do it to sell you something. I do it to create something. And it is a little disheartening, even though I've known this for a long time, to see this all over the internet, that this is all that people seem to talk about, is your sales and get your weight up for people can buy your dog. Sales this, sales that, sales this. Like, the worst dogs in our community sell the most and sell for the highest prices. So sales really don't mean anything as far as you being a dog man. I come from an era, and that's why so many of you have been turned down when it came to, and when I say turned down, it sounds harsh, but sometimes if I've turned you down, it's because maybe you live in an apartment and you're a college student, and you're telling me that you got a job and you're going to college and you live in an apartment. And for me as a dog man, I say, well, where the hell is the dog gonna be, man? And I sort of, and some of you guys have respected that, and that's love, where I tell you, hey dog, this might not be for you right now. I know you want it, and I know you got the money in your hand and it's burning your pocket, but why don't you hold off until, you have more time, and you're not a college student, and, or you're not, working 60 hours a week and you have a newborn baby, and, because it's a time thing, That's some of the people that I turn down with the dogs, and I try to tell them, come back when it's a better situation for you, because it's the best interest of the dog, not just collecting a check. And then at the end of the day, you know, you have the people who I know, like for a fact, you know, you're interested in breeding to very, very unhealthy dogs. And you're going to take my situation of what I've worked hard for over these 20 plus years of doing, you know, these American bullies, and you're going to just destroy it. You're going to take my blood, and I've seen it done many a times now, to mix my blood with bloods that I would never breed to, and diminish, you know what I'm saying, the Hall of Fame blood by adding all these other dogs that are bringing health issues opposite of what we've been trying to do, which is eliminate health issues and continue to make a very nice dog. So, you know, that's part of my process of when I decide, you know what, and it's very easy. People be like, what is your interviews like when you try to do, man, people who have bought a dog from me will tell you, I just listen to what they say. If they're very adamant about clean dogs, if they're very adamant about the dog being a family member, if they're adamant about, you know, I love when people say this is my first dog, or I've got 2 dogs, or, you know what I mean, I'm coming to you because I want to have, you know, a very clean, you know, show dog, and this for my family. I listen to keywords, and I listen and I envision what the dog's life is going to be like. Is this dog going to be a great family member, or is this dog just going to be a dog that they take and they throw in the backyard in a cage and they use it as a cash register a long term, an ATM machine rather, you know? If that's going to be the dog's life, I don't really want to be a part of it, you know? I'm working hard daily to make sure that my dogs have a better setup and a better way to get more exercise and more time out, because I have so many dogs. So I definitely don't want to send, you know, a dog to a situation that I'm very disagreeable with on any level, you know. So that's just it, man. To sum it all up, when it comes to those arguments, man, I've told y'all this a million times. You have dog men and you have businessmen, and we're starting to see that it's 95% businessmen and only about 2% dog men in this world right now, and that shit sucks. But it's the reason that the bully world is in the condition it's in, and hopefully it gets better. Until next time, y'all, much love. Peace.